So, welcome to the first episode of my prep series. I am currently 17 weeks out, which kind of makes me very, very scared, but everything is coming together. I am feeling very weak, I'm feeling very flat, and I'm feeling very natty right now. But we are going to try our absolute best to smash these sessions from here up until the day we step on stage. So today I'm going to be doing a leg session. It's going to be quad focused with a few hamstring exercises thrown in. And I finally have an incredible videographer, so you guys don't need to moan at me anymore about getting ridiculous camera angles of my feet when you're meant to be, you know, looking at my shoulders. So it's all good. We're going to be filming everything today. I'm going to be going through sets and reps and kind of telling you why I do things. Don't worry, I'm not here to tell you to do certain exercises a certain way. I myself know very little. I'm actually very shit when it comes to the science-based stuff. So I'm literally just going to be telling you guys what I do for me, what feels best for me, and then if you want to go ahead and give it a go, you absolutely can. So yeah, let's go and pull some ugly faces and try and beast this quad session. So the main thing with these is just to really feel a stretch in my hamstring. I like to push through the heel of my foot, and then I feel it more in my hamstring. So I actually struggle quite a lot to engage my hamstrings. I'm also at a disadvantage because I can't really do many hamstring exercises that get my posterior chain because my erectors are the size of this building. So for wellness, obviously, I have to be very, very careful with what I'm doing and how I'm training the hamstrings. This is just a really nice warm-up to really activate them, really feel them for me. And then after this, we'll jump onto a seated hamstring curl and just go fucking crazy on it. But yeah, we're just gonna do like a few sets of this to warm up, really feel it, push through the heel. And yeah, it's just really nice to start with. Next exercise, or first exercise, that's really a bit of a warm-up. Seated hamstring curl. I love this. Feel like I can really, really engage in it. The thing I like to do, don't know if it's right, don't care if it's right, is push my chair all the way forward so that my hamstrings actually hang over the edge. I feel like I can get such a better connection, my muscle connection with my hamstrings when I'm doing that. So I'll literally bring it all the way forward. And we're still going to do a few warm-up sets. I have like a love-hate relationship with logbooking. I do definitely see the advantages in doing it, but I'm also a very free gym being. I'm like that person that comes up with the craziest fucking sets you've ever thought of in your life, and like there's not enough room to actually logbook how many drop sets and supersets that are in it, so I just don't. We are in prep now, so it probably would be a good idea for me to start logbooking. Right now I feel like my strength is holding on, but I definitely will start to come up with ways to either maintain or improve in certain aspects, whether that's, you know, cutting the time down between sets, or increasing by a rep, or even like, you know, tiny weights like 2.5s or smaller. So yeah, there is a lot of advantages to using a logbook, but right now I'm still just kind of having fun with it. We're not on death's door just yet, so we're gonna keep on going without the logbook and just using the phone, so don't kill me. I like to keep it like quite steady with hamstrings. I feel like I'm very strong with my hamstrings. Obviously I've deadlifted and like they're just a very strong body part of mine. But that doesn't mean that they're not gonna fucking rip on me if I go too heavy too quick. So I usually like actually doing about 3 or 4 sets of this before going for my top set. And then today I'm gonna go for a top set of 8. Maybe on the full stack, maybe just a little lower. And then we're going to do that for 2 sets, and then we're going to do a killer drop set on this. I don't actually have a specific hamstring day. I always add hamstrings into a quad day or a glute day. Today is a quad focused day, so it's less hamstrings, but on my other quad day, it's split 50-50. Whether or not my quads are getting smaller, if I no longer have to push down to get it into the into the third hole, we got a problem. Right, we're finished on hamstrings, done with the boring stuff. Now we're gonna head over to the hack squat. You're gonna have to wait about an hour and a half for me to get all of my gear on. And yeah, I think we're actually going pretty heavy on hack today. I'm gonna do it banded for a few reasons. I'll tell you why when I'm getting ready over there. But yeah, I think maybe like 7 plates a side, we'll see. I do this hack squat like banded and unbanded, but recently I've been really liking the banded. One, it's nicer on the knees. If like you have any like tendon or joint issues with your knees, this is really nice. And two, where the resistance gives way at the bottom, the resistance is better at the bottom. So on the way up, when it starts to loosen off, it kicks in around about, I would say near the squat position, because I go pretty deep on these, and I feel it firing in my quads so much more. So they're the only 2 reasons. Yes, it does essentially make the whole hack lighter to a degree, but we just put more weight on, so. So, all the gear and no idea for this. I always wear squat shoes. For me, my ankle mobility is not great, so helps with that. Also, just makes the whole exercise a lot more quad focused. So I use it for squats, I use it for any kind of leg press, hack squats, like even hip press as well, which is kind of like a leg press. And then safety first, we need these bad boys. I also use a belt, guys, okay? I know it doesn't fucking do anything. I've had plenty of people tell me in my DMs the belt doesn't do anything. But with a powerlifting background, I'm very, very used to bracing into a belt. So when the weights get heavier, it's a lot easier for me to control my bracing and control my breathing with a belt on. So yes, I know I don't need it, but I want to look cool, so we're gonna put it on anyway. The fight for 20 kilos is on. I literally run around nicking everyone's plates while they're not looking, so. I swear by using the band. Trust me, I've done 7 plates without the band, so it's not an ego thing of trying to lift more. I really do feel it, and if you do have access to a band, I definitely would recommend trying it. We're gonna go up to, by the way, I always say we, okay? I'm talking about me, you, and everyone. We're gonna go up to, I think 7 plates today. I think. It depends on how the warm-up sets go. We're gonna put 3 on now, try that. The main thing is depth. Like I don't fuck about with my depth on these ones. I always make sure I'm making sure I see China, like that's how low we're going. But the one thing that does give a little bit is the pausing just before you hit the bottom. When I go heavier, you will see that there is a little bit of a bounce, which as we obviously get better at it, we should be able to control more, but we're just gonna try and last through the session. Nice. I wouldn't fuck about with doing any more than 5 or 6 reps on your warm-ups. You're just gonna burn yourself out, and I'm like queen of burning myself out. I usually will do a full top set, realize it wasn't heavy enough, and then go up. But when it comes to the warm-ups, don't do any more than 5 or 6 reps, there's no point. I'm gonna do 5 plates, 6 plates, and then 7 plates. So I might even decrease the rep range down to 3 or 4 now that I know my quads are nice and warm. My knees are good. I found some plates, I'm gonna go nick those. thing I really like doing is actually timing myself, because to me, a minute rest is actually like 17 minutes. So I do like timing myself between sets to make sure I'm just not taking the piss. Believe it or not, I do have other hobbies than working out and being at the gym. As much as I love it, I don't really want to be spending like 3 hours training, an hour and a half doing cardio. It's not on my agenda. So yeah, I like to fit like all my sessions ideally into a 2-hour block, and that's, you know, abs, everything, not cardio, but like the actual workout session. So give ourselves 2 minutes. This is our big set, our top set, and then we'll just go from there. I would really like to get 8 nice reps on this. 1, 2, yeah, I can't count, so there might be like 12 on one side and 3 on the other. Yeah, 8 reps would be nice. We'll go to like near failure, because I don't really want to have to unrack it all and lift it back up. But yeah, we'll go to near failure. I gauge it really well. To be fair, if I look like I'm dying on my first rep, I've probably got about 50 in me, so it's all good. Yeah, this is 6 plates, so we're gonna gauge how this feels. I'm definitely gonna do 7 today. It's just how ugly they're gonna look. For me on prep now, like, it's really important for me to try and keep my strength, because I'm already at a disadvantage, right? I'm not a I am a wellness athlete, but I'm not a wellness pro, and I don't have the same muscle maturity as a lot of the athletes. So for me, my powerlifting background and my dense muscle and my strength is probably the only thing that I have one up on these girls. So I had to try and keep my strength, even if that means just doing like one top set of like 6 to 8. It's obviously going to positively impact the rest of my strength, the rest of, you know, like through the rest of prep. It means that my back down sets are going to be heavier. So we've got to keep on with the strength, even though at the minute, like, it's fucking hard. We're not on cycle. I don't use that as an excuse, but we're not. We're in a deficit. We're not on cycle. We're getting lean. I'm definitely in that flat stage now where I literally look at myself and think, like, you know, I need to be in that new bikini fit class, whatever it is, you know. that's what I fit right now. So we've got to keep on pushing through. So we're going to do 7 today no matter what. But we'll see what 6 feels like and go from there. Ouch. Here we got it for 10. Not bad. That was fine. The bounce was there at the bottom. Knees feel fucking great. That's what I mean about the band. My knees would be crucified if I didn't have the band. If I'm being real with you, the band probably takes off maybe a plate each side. I might be being a bit harsh. Maybe about 35 kilo. So yeah, a plate and a bit in total. But fucking hell. If my quads don't stay, I don't know what else to do, to be fair. A lot of people kid themselves as to what their max is or how many reps or sets they should be doing, and that's why usually it is a very good idea to follow a plan, and it probably is still a better idea for me to do that. But for me, I came into this thinking I'll do 8 reps on 7, 8 reps on 6, and I did 10 reps on 7 and 13 reps on 6. So I'm going to leave it there because we have more quad focus exercises, and I'm training lower 5 times a week. So there is absolutely no need for me to push past the point of a good healthy recovery, especially with also doing cardio and especially being off assistance. So I'm fried, that's that exercise done. We're going to move over onto hip press, which is one of my favorite exercises ever. And I'm going to show you how I use the blocks to help with my lower back pain. And yeah, let's go and show you. Roll these down. I know when I've done a good job because I start like losing the blood circulation to my calves. What calves, I know. But the ones that I do have start going numb. That's when you know that you've got a good pump. Oh. And I also don't like wearing knee sleeves for leg extension. My knees aren't actually that bad. Again, it's just something I've worn for so long during powerlifting that it's almost like a safety blanket. And I think prep would be a really bad time to like stop wearing them. So what we're gonna do for this superset is disgusting. It's leg extension as normal, 4 sets of 12 reps, difficulty level 7 out of 10. And then we're gonna move this up, stand in front of it, and do 12 split squats either side. I'm going to keep my shoes on for this because it helps with the split squats. And yeah, this is more of like a burner exercise. We were going to do hip press, but someone stacked the weight up on that. They're going to be about half an hour. So we're going to do this one and then burn out on hip press afterwards, which is actually quite a good way of doing it. I've not done it like that before. The burn. Another thing as well, I'm like an absolute twat doing this, but pushing the seat all the way back, this works for me, might not work for you, but give it a go. All the way back, having your knees here, when you extend, the mind muscle connection for me in my quads is unmatched. You won't be able to do the same weight, but it feels incredible. For me, like, I'm all about feeling it, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love going heavy, I really do. But unless you're, you know, going heavy for reps, you're not really focusing on mind muscle connection or even the body part you're working when you're doing that top set. You are obviously focusing on trying to make it look good in the form to be correct, but ultimately you're just trying to get the amount of reps and trying to get it up. That's what you're doing. So on all these exercises, when I feel that burn, I just know it's working, and we just keep on adding weight if we can each week. And then obviously that's where the progression comes. So yeah, give it a go. Put your seat all the way back. If you're a little bit shorter, maybe not all the way back, you do still want like the knee in this crease, you don't want it back here. But yeah, give it a go, fucking burns. That burns like a motherfucker. We're on the hip press. To be fair, I like doing this as both like a key quad exercise and also like a burnout. But I do find it is great just to kind of stacking the weight up to a decent amount and then hit in between like the 10 and 20 rep range, which obviously is like quite a wide range, but whatever you're feeling, depends on how hard you push yourself. The other thing I really like doing is putting these underneath my bum on the seat. A few reasons personally why I use these. First one is I feel it more in my quads. Don't know why, don't know the science behind it, I just do, so that's why I do it. Second thing is, at the bottom, usually I get a slight rounding in my lower back and it twinges when the weight gets heavier. When I use these, it doesn't seem to happen. So if you do have any lower back issues, get yourself some blocks, $2.99, and yeah, just use them because they really do work. So we don't need to warm up, our quads are already super warm. We're gonna do 4 plates. I think we'll stick on that, to be fair. Try and get a decent few sets out. Then this is our last quad exercise, and afterwards we're on to abs. I can always tell how hard I've worked because, I mean, I am cutting, so I am gonna get weaker overall, but I can always tell how hard I've worked by how hard this exercise is. I always do this exercise after I've done a hack squat or after I've done a Smith machine squat, and we've worked hard today, guys. This is, I did 12 reps for 4 plates a side, and my quads are burning. We also did do the leg extension and the split squats before this set, so that's definitely also a contributing factor, but we'll do another set and see where that puts us. I'm kind of like an all or nothing kind of person, so like I would usually do like maybe abs 2 or 3 times a week, but this time round I've decided just to add in this one ab exercise at the end of every workout. That's actually it. So you guys are gonna know whether or not this works for my abs on stage, who knows? But I feel it, it's really good. I'm not fucking about with like 3 or 4 different exercises. I don't really feel like I connect with many more. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna do 10 to 12 decline sit-ups with a heavy as fuck weight. Then we're gonna drop it and do the remaining 20 without the weight. So that's what we're gonna do for 2 to 3 sets, and hopefully we'll have some good abs in a few months' time. A little bit of science. No, I said I wouldn't do science. I'm not very good at it. But I was watching quite a few different episodes on like abs and how to target them, and honestly so many people have so many different viewpoints, obviously what works best for them, but realistically something like this and then this machine over here, which is like almost like a hanging leg raise, but this one here you have like the pad supporting under your elbows so you're not hanging, are 2 new variations that you could do to target your lower abs and then your top abs. This one's going to be targeting your top abs mostly, but honestly, like I do feel if you get lean enough, you're going to be able to see all of them anyway if you do have semi to decent ab genetics. But yeah, I just think abs look so fucking sick all year round anyway, but also on stage. I definitely do not have them all year round, hence why I don't train them all year round. But I honestly do just think like abs make or break a package when it comes to the stage, especially with wellness and bikini. Like I know it's not that popular in bikini to have abs, but the girls that do have abs on the bikini stage, in my opinion, are, you know, the full package. So we want to get some nice lines, we want to get some popping abs. I do have quite a wide waist. It's small from the side, but it's quite wide, so I'm staying away from training my obliques because we don't want to thicken the waist, especially not for the category I'm in. So sticking to this, going to do another set. I trained 3 sets of this yesterday, so I'm going to do another set of this now, and then it's time for some food. End of workout. I bet you guys are going to think that's so much better than the ones I've been filming myself. It's actually so nice to be able to just do the whole workout, give 100% energy and effort, and it turned out perfectly. So yeah, that was today's quad session. You'll be joining me next week for a glute focus session, and I'm mainly training lower at the minute, so it's mainly going to be split between glutes, quads and hamstrings, but we do have a few fun variations in there, so all the videos and training logs are going to be different. But that's today's session. We got it done in 1:40 I believe, which is not bad going at all. I did my cardio this morning, so I have a free afternoon, and I'm going to go stuff my face with 150 grams of sweet potato now. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.